Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Greenbridge Community Housing Podcast, Luton. We're joined today by Hafiz, who is a support worker for Greenbridge Luton. We're going to be talking about a little bit about his role and also about Project Green, where our service users are helping to protect the environment, grow their own fruit and veg, and learn how to cook with their own fruit and veg as well. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jackie.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am exceptionally well, thank you. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, it's always good to start with a light-hearted bit of information. So what I want to talk about first is your role as a support worker. How long have you worked for the company and what are some of the highs and some of the lows of the job? And then we're going to talk about Project Green. Literally going to be nothing to stress about. Hafiz has been in a little bit of a tiz, worrying about what I'm going to say, but I won't ask you anything uncomfortable. I'll try not to. Just depends on the flow of the conversation.
Indeed. We go with the flow.
We'll go with the flow.
And roll with the punches.
Always. Always. So how long have you worked for Greenbridge?
So I started, it's going to be a year soon. Started last November. And
it's November now?
Last year. So it's going to be...
What date?
26th of November. I started last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a year in a few days. And we only started off with a few support workers, and now we've got many support workers working in this office. So yeah, we've had huge growth, and it's going in the positive direction. And along with Go Green project, there's so many other projects that are being given birth to through Greenbridge. So we're really excited about these different projects.
Tell me what a typical day in the life of a support worker looked like. I know no 2 days are the same.
Yep.
And I have to actually emphasise that Hafiz trained me when I started off as a support worker. Invaluable information and lessons, lots of empathy. He's very empathetic, he's very kind, very caring, always goes that extra mile for his service users, which is always lovely to see. So I did have very good training, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So tell me what a day looks like for you.
It comprises of I like to structure my day. So starting off with contacting service users, seeing if they're available for the scheduled time that I've kind of allocated for them. Going to the properties, seeing if the property is up to standard. Providing any kind of extra support in relation to the property as well, before we kind of start looking into all the different areas that the service user needs our support with. That could include going to appointments, health appointments, official appointments at job centre, council appointments, various appointments that are in relation to their kind of support needs.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the day, you're communicating over the phone, you're communicating through text, you're communicating in person within the property. So that's the kind of the utopia of how a day should look like. But having said that,
you said should look like. What does it actually look like?
It could be a case where I'm trying to, resuscitate someone. No. So, I mean, we have service users who do really need our kind of support when it comes to something like mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be dealing with angry service users that are struggling to kind of process their thoughts. So it could be taking them out into the garden, and
fresh air's always...
Yeah.
And you're a real outdoors person, aren't you?
I love the outdoors.
I don't mind it. Like today's really nice and mild. Mm-hmm. I don't mind cold. I hate rain.
What do you like about the cold?
Because I'm a winter baby.
Okay.
I love that crisp feeling. I love it. And you can wrap up. And just being out in the fresh air is so good for your mental health, isn't it?
Yes. 100%.
And I don't think people realise enough just how important it is to get out, especially for our service users, to just get out into the fresh air.
Yep.
Even 10, 15 minutes a day. Even if you just stand in the garden.
100%, yeah.
Which I love. which I used to like at some of the properties where they had benches or table and chairs, and they'd always say, because I started in the summer and it was such a hot summer this year, wasn't it? So I'd always say, let's go out into the garden. They're like, why? It's because it's lovely.
100%. I mean, one of the service users who was involved with the Go Green project really liked fixing things and building things.
Oh,
So last June, this June, I advised him to go to the shops to not purchase, but to get the pallets that they use in order to kind of deliver food to groceries and stuff. So he brought them, and we kind of worked towards building a bench for the garden. And the service user found that as a really cool activity to kind of do what he really likes and benefit the garden as well as the household as well. So
nice.
That was really cool. And the bench still stands there.
Has he painted it, or is it just
no? It's just. I think we tried to keep it organic, try to keep it original.
Nice.
So we've kept it the way we haven't painted it or anything like that. So we've just kept the bench there. But he's very proud of the work that he's done. So that bench sits there, and kind of can sit down and look at the green room.
Such a good
from that bench.
Pallet. You could do so much with pallets, though, can't you?
Yes,
so much.
And it's
bird
free.
boxes.
Yeah,
because they just throw them away.
Yeah.
So it's really good that he's found something that engages him.
Yep.
Makes him feel not valued. So I mean, people are valued anyway, but makes him feel useful.
Yes.
And he's been able to show something that he's built from scratch for himself.
Yeah.
That other people in the property, no doubt, can use as well.
I sometimes do catch them sitting on it.
Does he allow them to sit on it?
Yes, he does. He bids it for the house. He bids it for himself and the house. So
nice.
It's there for. I think he's left that as a legacy for the property. You know. So
this is my mark.
This is my mark. Yeah, and he's built other few bits and bobs. He's helped out with fixing the door in the garage in the same property as well. So he likes fixing stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's tie in the Go Green project and your own hobbies together to create something small like that. Yeah.
Tell us now about Go Green.
So Go Green project is a project that Greenbridge have been doing for the past 2 years. I think they started last year with our service manager Lisa. She started it off. It's her little baby, and I think last year they harvested loads of different vegetables.
What type of vegetables? When you say
last year, from what I remember, they had potatoes, they had radish, and I think they did cucumber and tomatoes. But I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they had loads of different vegetables. I wasn't there for it, so
no.
But yeah, so this year we've had potatoes, we've had radish, we've had lettuce, we've had apples, we've had plums, we've had corn.
I saw the corn. Corn came into the office.
Courgette,
yes. I had the privilege of whoever harvested the corn or the courgettes. Thank you. I made a nice stew with those. So they were up.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. There was some left over, so Lisa let us take some home. So that was quite nice. So thank you, whatever property that come from.
So there's loads of vegetables that were harvested this year. We've still got some carrots to harvest. So, but I've got a few here. So currently they're looking like this, which isn't very big.
Stop it.
so they're not really ready yet.
Oh, that's brilliant. So when will they be ready?
So they will be ready soon. Hopefully by the end of November. But root vegetables, they can stay in there for a while. They don't have to be harvested, as soon as summer finishes. So they can be harvested later. So we're all right with them. But a lot of the potatoes and all that kind of stuff has all been harvested. Yeah, I forgot green beans as well. We also harvested some green beans as well.
So have the service users been using the vegetables that they've harvested in their properties to make meals, or they have? Or
so one of the service users made similar like you, vegetable soup, and I tried a bit of that, so that was very nice. I think I wasn't there for the actual cooking, but he said he enjoyed making it, and just thinking about the fact that he planted those vegetables, he harvested them and made them and allowed others to eat, and that how satisfying that was, and how
Yeah.
it's such a small thing, but it has a positive impact on
Yes.
just part and parcel of working together with other individuals and finding common ground, which is food. Food is such a big part of finding common ground with people. Even if we have differences, food is something that brings everyone together. So that was really powerful. Just to kind of have food from what we've sown.
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
So will the project be continuing? Will it just be continuing forever, or?
Yes, the plan is to continue. Hopefully, next spring we'll have obviously the planting of vegetables and fruits. However, we will try to include more trips as well, maybe to Stockwood Park, his Discovery Centre, where they've got a lot of garden that we can explore with service users. So hopefully, fingers crossed that we can take service users out to trips.
Nice.
Hopefully next summer, and just to kind of make the project bigger, more kind of out there as opposed to just inside the properties and the gardens. Yeah.
You've shared a lot of pictures with me, so when the podcast goes out, I'll tag those pictures in, because those images are quite powerful, aren't they? They're really And I thought, vegetables, but no, they're proper.
Yeah. I mean, the courgette was about this big.
I took it home.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. Cooked with it for 4 days.
Wow.
It was huge.
Yes.
But so I just think it's really satisfying when people find something that they're passionate about.
Yeah.
And then they're able to use that. But also cleverly benefit from eating healthily.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's all about fast foods.
Oh my God,
it's all about convenience foods. And I'm always horrified when I go into any supermarket, and there are several in the area. And I'm quite nosy. And I think, why have you got all of that in pizzas and processed foods? And I want to tap them and say, there's a vegetable aisle just there, and you could make that yourself.
100%. And the variety that we have in England is incredible.
Yes.
Because it's got individuals from all around the world, and people travel in and out of England every day with, from different countries. So they're bringing in their culture, they're bringing in their ideas and stuff, their cuisines. And I think the vegetables that we see, for example, in Bury Park is, incredible. Where
you could be there for hours.
Fruits from Bangladesh, you've got pears from China, then you've got, vegetables from Pakistan, in all over the world, So, we're quite privileged in UK with regards to the variation of vegetables and fruits that we have. I think it's really important that we highlight the importance of the amount that we have, and to create cuisines and explore our palate, so to speak.
Yes. If it's Lisa, nothing too spicy. She doesn't do spice.
Yeah.
Everything, nothing to do with spice. She won't touch, but we'll get her there one day.
I was able to handle spice back in the days, but I struggle now. I think it's because I've done a lot of chili challenges. Throughout my travels.
We'll say no more. We'll say no more. Those are on holiday. When we go on holiday, we go on a group holiday every year. And every year at this particular venue, there's a chili. Why do people... I just can't. And then days later, they're just out of it. Nothing tastes right. They're sweating. Why do you do it? Tell me why you do it.
One of the reasons why I used to do chili challenges is because... So I've travelled to quite a few countries when I was in university. And I was youthful and a bit naive and very adventurous. So I used to kind of, I used to say yes to everything, if I'm honest. So yeah, I used to have these chili challenges in different restaurants and stuff. So one time in Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka is known to have really nice cuisines, but really hot ones as well. Yes. So yeah, this was just like a random restaurant on the strip in Hikkaduwa. And they had this chili challenge where you had ghost pepper, and then you had, I can't remember the other cheese. they had their own names for it. And I went in there and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. We had my boys around, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go, you know. 10 minutes in, I was drooling like a baby. They had milk there.
Yeah.
I was drinking milk. I was puking. It was horrendous. So that was one of my worst ones. But yeah, I think what I've done is I've tested the waters of the chili world, and now I'm kind of happy with my not so chili,
Not so mild,
lemon and herbs.
herbs.
If I'm feeling, you know, if I want to
Feeling
treat myself,
adventurous.
you know, yeah.
Lemon and herb. That is my favourite.
Lemon and herb. Yeah, lemon and herb is very tasty.
It is very tasty.
And it's not very chili, so I can enjoy the meal
can
and
enjoy
say,
the
you know
meal
what,
without
I'm
worrying about
satisfied
it.
and satiated.
With regard to Project Green, do you see that going out to how many properties is it in? Will it go out to all properties or?
So this summer we had 4 properties. And everyone obviously has a different approach to the actual gardening. Some are always kind of waiting for me to kind of turn up and help with them, and that's important because it's an opportunity for us to socialize.
Yes.
Especially with the service user who built the bench.
Yeah.
It was a really kind of time for us to kind of bond. Some of the other service users were quite independent and they got on with it, and they just gave me updates throughout the summer with the pictures that I'm sure you will share with.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
With the podcast. And yeah, I mean, so everyone had a different approach to it. But the important thing was that they were all benefiting from spending time outside and, you know, just getting involved with the project in and of itself. Yeah.
So will you expand that to other properties next year?
Next year, as I said, we want to include more trips. Hopefully that will attract more service users into the project, because sometimes you have to kind of create that kind of motivation,
yes,
and incentive for service users to get involved with projects. Sometimes it is a bit of a tug of war, but we get there in the end. So yeah, next year hopefully we'll try to get more properties involved, and if it becomes a bigger project, hopefully we'll introduce it into the community. You know,
yes, it's something that was my next question. Yeah.
You know, the statistics show how important it is to kind of spend time outside, you know, especially around greenery. I think it's like 83% of the UK population who have been involved with, you know, green projects, who are struggling with mental health, have benefited from such projects. So it's a massive medicine, so to speak, for people who struggle with mental health. Definitely.
It's been interesting. I hope you will come back next year when the project is still running and bigger, and share more stories about Project Green.
Looking forward.
Thank you.